Hey, what's going on, NFL fans, Atlanta Falcons fans, man? This is boy Antoine Smitty Sports Machine, man. Y'all know how I get down. Y'all know how I do it. Press that subscribe button. Also, press that notification bell to get my videos. As soon as I drop them, press that like button, man, to help get my recommendations up to get my videos through the YouTube universe, man. I greatly appreciate y'all as always. Right quick, very quick, man. A prospect that could change the Atlanta Falcons fortunes. And this guy, man, he needs no introduction. And y'all know how I feel about Michael Parsons. I think he's Michael Parsons 2.0. You talk about Jaylen Walker, Georgia Bulldogs. If you look at what's going on with the Georgia Bulldogs, man, very good defensive team. So he comes from a great background, being a coach's son. But the way he could transform the Falcons, man, as I look at him last year at Georgia, man, 60 tackles, 6.5 sacks, 11 tackles for losses. He's just all over the field. You talk about a guy with speed, range, high IQ, versatility, but high motor, and I can keep going and going. But as y'all watching the film, man, on the screen, you see his closing speed, his pursuit angles. He can shoot through A and B gap. He's one of those guys that can play inside linebacker, outside linebacker. And you put him on team with guys like Caden Ellis, uh, Troy Anderson, guys who have speed. Well, Troy Anderson's he's 6'4", about 245, very fast, but he's injury prone. And Jaylen Walker comes in, he battles for a starting position from day one. You saw flashing from J.D. Bertrand in 2024. And going forward, man, guys like Jaylen Walker, they don't come along often. The Falcons missed out on Michael Parsons the first time. This is the way they can rectify that wrong. And the way he fits in with Atlanta, we don't know what Jeff Ulbrich is going to do, but I have an idea about him being here before with Dan Quinn. He's one of those guys that could be blitz heavy if he chooses to, and I think Raheem Morris, Jerry Gray, and Jeff Ulbrich need to implement that because it worked with Caden Ellis. You saw Caden Ellis have a monster season, and you put somebody else on the field with that same skill set that can play both positions. I think that bodes well for the Falcons. And when I told y'all about the numbers, those numbers are not fluky. As I said, when you was watching the tape, you jumped off at the screen. He's sideline to sideline, 4.5 speed, 6'2", 245. So he's one of those guys that you can put in the middle to cover tight ends, to cover slot receivers, and he's one of those guys you can put on the line of scrimmage to get after the quarterback. And that's the type of versatility you need in today's NFL with mobile quarterbacks. So Jaylen Walker makes a whole lot of sense for the Atlanta Falcons. And honestly, if he falls past number 10, you got to think about moving up the board, take this guy. He's going to be one of those guys worth 2 number 1 picks because honestly, he fills 2 holes with 1 pause. But with the Falcons having lack of pass rush with guys like Arnold Ebiketie, Braden Trice, really the only 2 edge rushers on the roster for 2025. The other guys, they will have to bring back guys like Matthew Judon, guys like Lorenzo Carter. So they're thin at edge, so they will be looking for edge, no matter if it's in the draft or free agency. But either way it goes, Jaylen Walker fits what the Falcons probably will do, and he fits any scheme, 4-3 or 3-4 or a hybrid scheme. So it just makes a whole lot of sense to go out and get a guy like Jaylen Walker, especially if he falls past number 10. He's a top 5 talent to me because of so many things that he can do, like a Michael Parsons, that you can line up anywhere on the field. And Jeff Ulbrich, Raheem Morris, and Jerry Gray will have a field day with this guy, using him in so many schemes and implementing him into these systems. So I just think altogether, it's just a no-brainer that you go get a Jaylen Walker. This is the type prospect that can transform your franchise, your organization, and with guys getting up in age like Grady Jarrett, A.J. Terrell, who's on his second contract, Jesse Bates, who's a top safety in the NFL, and you add a guy like this, you talk about need help at cornerback, this lessens the blow just a little bit. If you get a guy like this, he helps the pass rush, and he helps this defense probably being the top 10 defense in the NFL. But Jaylen Walker, I think he's that guy that can transform this franchise. But y'all give me y'all thoughts on Jaylen Walker, man. Y'all drop those comments. Let's debate. Let's have fun as always, man. Y'all know how we do it on the Sports Machine. It's your boy Antoine Smith signing off. I will holler at y'all later, man. Peace.